You've spent the last week deep cleaning every inch of your house, scrubbing baseboards, touching up paint, maybe even bribing the kids to actually make the beds. You fixed all the little stuff and now you're ready. You know the photos look amazing, and the best part, your agent just called and said, "We are live on the market." You're pumped. So you hop on Zillow to see how beautiful your home is in all of its glory, but it's not there. So you check Redfin and still nothing. You call your agent and say, "Hey, where's the listing at? I thought you said we were live." And they say, "Yeah, we're live." And that's when you find out they posted your home early on Facebook. And now Zillow, Redfin, and other websites have banned your listing forever. All that hard work, poof, gone. In this video, we're breaking down a battle that is heating up fast. A battle between certain agents, some brokerages, and the major home listing websites that you know and trust. And if something doesn't change soon, there's only going to be one real loser here: you. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening, why your listing could disappear without warning, and most importantly, how to make sure that it never happens to you. So, what's actually going on here? Why are listings getting banned in the first place? Let's break it down, because it's not just one problem, it's actually two big problems hitting sellers from both sides. And the worst part, most sellers don't even know that it's happening until it's way too late. First, we've got what I call the Facebook sneak peek problem. Some agents, and listen, I'm just telling it like it is, they're getting a little too excited to show off your home before it's actually ready for prime time. They're snapping a few photos, tossing it on Facebook or Instagram, and teasing it out like some "coming soon, DM me for details." It sounds harmless, right? Maybe even smart? But here's the deal. According to Zillow's new rules, that one little post counts as public marketing. And if you publicly market your home even one day before it hits the MLS, Zillow will ban your listing forever. Redfin too, poof, gone. Nope, no visibility for you. But wait, it gets even sneakier. There's also the private club problem. Some brokerages are now building these fancy internal networks where your home is marketed only to their agents first. Maybe it's pitched as exclusive or VIP access, which translation, your listing is basically stuck at a private party, and guess who didn't get an invite? The rest of the market. All those buyers who would have seen it on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, they never even knew your home existed. Sure, it's great for that brokerage. They get both the buyer and the seller, which means double the payday for them, but it's terrible for you. It shrinks your buyer pool, it kills your leverage, and almost guarantees you won't get the absolute top dollar for your home. And now, thanks to Zillow's new policy, if your listing gets caught playing in the private club without going public properly, it's not just hurting your exposure, it's killing it for the entire life of your listing. So, because of all this backdoor marketing drama, Zillow basically said enough is enough. We're done playing nice. And honestly, they're not wrong. Zillow just rolled out what I like to call the no early birds rule. If your home gets marketed to the public even just once before it's officially active on the MLS, boom, your listing is banned from Zillow. Not just for a day, not until you fix it, forever. No warning, no second chance, and no oopsie forgiveness form that you get to fill out. And then, because drama loves company, Redfin decided to jump in on the bandwagon too. Now, if your home has been sneak previewed, teased, posted, or even whispered about publicly without being live on the MLS, Redfin might block your home from showing up on there as well. Which means your home that you cleaned, repaired, stressed over, maybe even staged and prayed for, could be completely invisible on two of the biggest platforms where today's buyers are searching. And listen, buyers don't just search Zillow or Redfin, they live there. They build dream boards there. They send links to their spouses at work there. If your home isn't popping up where buyers are already looking, you're not just missing a little exposure. You're missing the entire party. Hey, real quick before we go any further, if you are even thinking about selling your home, You cannot afford to go into a market like this blind. I put together a free seller playbook that walks you through everything you need to know, how to avoid the traps, protect your listing, and get the highest offers possible. Go to gahomehub.com or just click on the link in the description and grab your free copy of my seller playbook. Seriously, don't list your home without it. All right, now let's talk about what's exactly at stake if your home gets banned. Because it's not just about some listing site throwing a tantrum. This is about your home and your wallet. When your home gets banned from Zillow and Redfin, you don't just miss out on a few looky-loos, you miss out on the majority of today's buyers. Like nearly 70% of them. Gone. Poof. It's like throwing the biggest, most beautiful house party ever and then forgetting to send out the invitations. Think about it. Today's buyers aren't driving around aimlessly looking for yard signs anymore. They're on their couch in pajamas, scrolling Zillow on their iPads. They're at work pretending to be productive, sending Redfin links to their spouse. They're building wish lists, bookmarking homes, setting alerts. If your home isn't showing up where they're already looking, you are invisible. You could have the prettiest house on the block priced perfectly, and nobody even knows that it exists. And listen, it's not just that you miss one buyer, you miss out on multiple buyers competing over your home. And when buyers aren't fighting for your house, you lose negotiating power, you lose offers, you lose money, period. So if an agent intentionally or accidentally markets your home early just to score a few bonus points on social media, or worse, because instead of looking out for your best interests, because they're too busy looking out for their own best interests, you're the one that's paying the price. And believe me, it's not small. Now, let's connect the dots here, because this part right here is where things get brutal for sellers who don't know better. If your home isn't on Zillow or Redfin, you're losing 70% of your exposure, like I said already. And when you lose visibility, guess what happens next? Fewer buyers find your home. Fewer buyers means fewer showings. Fewer showings mean fewer offers, and fewer offers mean less competition. It's basic math, and it's brutal math when you're trying to sell one of your biggest assets of your life. Instead of 2 or 3 buyers potentially fighting over your home and pushing the price up, you've got one sad offer trickling in, or worse, no offers at all. And if you're thinking, well, I only need one buyer, well, let me just say that one buyer knows they're the only game in town. They're not giving you their best number. They're not feeling pressure. They're not afraid of missing out. Which means you lose leverage, you lose negotiating power, and you lose real money, like tens of thousands of dollars real money. We're not talking a couple $100 you can just shrug off. We're talking about vacations, college tuition payments, major upgrades at your next home, gone. All because someone wanted to build a little buzz too early on Instagram. The worst part, most sellers don't even know this is happening to them until it's way too late. Selling your home isn't the time for hope for the best. It's time to stack the deck in your favor and make sure every qualified buyer sees it, loves it, and competes for it. Here's the real talk you need to hear if you're selling your home right now. You can't afford to work with an agent who's just winging it anymore. This isn't 2021 where you could snap a few photos on your iPhone, toss the listing up, and boom, you're under contract in 24 hours. The rules have changed. The battlefield is different. And if your agent doesn't know these new rules, or worse, chooses to ignore them, you're the one paying the price. You need a pro who knows exactly how to protect your listing, how to launch it the right way, and how to make sure your home is seen by every single serious buyer out there. Because look, you deserve someone who's fighting for your best interest, not someone who's trying to get cute on Instagram for a few extra likes, not someone who's trying to double dip and scoop up both sides of the commission at your expense. And don't let anyone tell you that getting early buzz in a private Facebook group is good marketing strategy. It's not. It's just ego stroking for them and lost money for you. This is your home. This is your investment. This is your future. And this is why you've heard me say it before and you'll hear me say it again. You must absolutely interview at least 3 agents before you hire one. Not just the one your cousin used last year, not just the one who sent you a pumpkin pie recipe in the mail. Not hating on pumpkin pie, but you know what I mean. You need to ask the real questions. What's their marketing strategy? And I mean specifically, what's their marketing strategy? How do they ensure your listing goes live correctly on the MLS and Zillow and Redfin and all those other sites? And how do they maximize exposure to serious buyers without breaking any of the new rules that could get you banned from the major sites? Because let's be honest, anyone can stick a sign in the yard and hope for the best. You're not hiring hope, you're hiring results. At the end of the day, the agent you choose isn't just selling a house, they're selling your future opportunities. They're selling your next chapter. So you gotta choose wisely. If you're ready to do this the right way and put the most money possible into your bank account, head over to gahomehub.com and download my free seller playbook. It's packed with strategies you need to win in this new market. And from there, we can connect and get you started on listing your home the right way. Even if you're not in the Atlanta area, no worries. I've got a network of top agents across the country ready to help you crush it. I'm Ben Dings, and I'll see you next time.